Well, good morning, everybody. Jeff Slakey here on Daybreak, and we've got great guests in studio today talking real estate from Keller Williams. I've got Scotty Mills, and from Pillar to Post, I've got Brendan Marchant. Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Hey, morning, Jeff.
Hey, good morning.
Good
Great
to see you. Nice to meet you, Brendan.
Thank you.
We'll talk with you in just a little bit about the things that you do. Scotty, how have things been going? How's the real estate market around these parts?
Still seems like it's a little on fire there. Still going good.
Good.
I think a couple weeks ago, I was doing an open house for a colleague of mine up in Leschi, and they got a cash offer on a condo up there on the lake there. It's going nice. And then out in the Lakewood area, going out and around there, and one went under contract in 5 days.
Jeez.
So that was good news for
Things are fast.
Yeah. And I think because of the competition, people are, when you get multiple offers going, a buyer might think, hey, what if I waive the inspection? Will that give me a leg up? And I personally don't think that's a prudent thing to do.
And that's kind of why we have you here today, Brendan, to talk about this. Under what scenario? I mean, I get that you want to get the house fast and under contract. It is so quick market, but I can't imagine of any scenario where I'm going to plunk down multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars in certain aspects and not have somebody like yourself look at this thing.
Yeah, me as well, but I'm a bit biased, of course.
Of course, you are.
We like to do these. We do them day in, day out. I think a lot of it comes back to, what the purpose of the inspection is. Most people look at a home inspection and say, it's there for me to do as a negotiation tool. I can go back to a seller and say, here's what was found, here's what I want fixed, prior to me purchasing or going forward with the transaction. And really, in my opinion, that's one aspect, but the true aspect of a home inspection is building their own due diligence, getting their opportunity to understand what they're buying. And then from that, they can decide, well, this is a good purchase for me, or this is a poor purchase for me, and they can move forward with which direction does it make sense for that aspect. Just because the home is one of a few that's on the market today doesn't mean that it's always going to be the right home for you.
Right.
It may not be, or it may be, but you just have some needs to be aware of, and then you avoid that scenario of feeling like I'm in this money pit. You're more in a scenario where I know what the issue is, I can fix it, move forward, and go on.
How does the process work, Scotty, with you when you bring in Brendan to do these home inspections or help people facilitate to find home inspectors? Is it early in the process, or is it kind of as you start building an understanding with what the people really are looking for?
Well, it's early in the process. So there are several disciplines when you go through a purchase and sale. Obviously people think, the mortgage and the finance aspect of it's important, and that's true. But to me, I guess from being a contractor development background, the home inspection is probably the most crucial part to me, because you want to make sure you're not buying a house that's termites holding hands or something like that. So you have, for mutual acceptance, traditionally we want to get that scheduled within 10 days. Unless we need more time, sometimes the inspectors are busy, and then we work with the other agent or who's ever doing the transaction on the other side to give us that time. And then they're traditionally done, and probably do them in a day when you go through.
We're able to print our reports right on site for most homes. So as soon as we're done with the inspection, they leave with a copy of the report.
And how detailed are they? Are there different levels of inspection that you do, or is one inspection and you're there for a few hours and you check everything?
Well, the inspection process is really very thorough. The way that we do our home inspections is we have different packages of services that we offer our clients. So it depends on their individual need for what depth they want to get into the inspection. But regardless if it's our very most basic inspection to our most extensive, the process is really thorough. It's starting with the outside, looking at the roof, the landscape, and the siding, going through the main components, going through each individual room, attic and crawl space areas. Really, the goal is to understand the home so that as they make the purchase, that they're making a good, educated purchase.
It seems like a lot more homes these days are I guess the term is like a cookie cutter home. They come from the same plans. But if even within the same housing style in the same development, the houses could be different.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What's interesting, Scotty and I were just talking about this at coffee this morning, is that every builder, whether they're the best builder in the world, are all going to use some subcontractors to do their work.
Yeah.
And Friday hits all the time, and sometimes things are missed where they wouldn't have missed them in any other home, but because they were at the end of the day, they ran out of material. You get to a Monday and all of a sudden you forget where you were.
Right.
So those type of things happen frequently. you also have the scenarios where people just have bad days and mess up and miss things and forget to do what they normally would do in a good normal day for them. And so, from that aspect, that's another reason why even a new construction home is validated by having a home inspection.
After the home inspection is done, Scotty, the reports come back to the potential home buyers, and then what is the process after that?
Well, we identify those things that could be either a health issue, structural integrity issues, and pretty much disclose the report to the listing agent in this case, and kind of go through there of what we go next steps. Are we going to reduce the cost of the home, and then the buyer takes on those responsibilities? Some of these things you probably couldn't even close because the underwriting in the mortgage department says, hey, once we want these things done before we can close. Now, one of the things I like to do on a listing side, we talked to Brendan about this, is get my client, when I take a listing, let's do a home inspection. That way it's already up there. When buyers come in, they see, oh, he's had a home inspection done. Maybe we got it in a broker's price opinion as well, or a cold appraisal or some things. But I think if you can get a home inspection done right out the gate, then that's going to be a big added value to the listing person. Having said that, the buyer's agent's going to probably get their own inspection just to sanity check what we're doing. But that's...
Is that common for a homeowner to call you up and say, I'd like you to come and to see how the house has gone over the years, and we're thinking about maybe selling it, so I'd like to see if there's anything I need to do beforehand?
I wouldn't say that it's the norm, but we still do quite a few of them. We do both maintenance style inspections. I feel like if you've lived in your home for 5 years, there's probably some things you don't know that are going on, and we can do that style of investigation. Scotty was talking really more from a pre-listing inspection. You're preparing the home for sale, and in my opinion, that's one of the best values a person can get out of that information. As a seller, you retain all of the control in the transaction. So if you find out that the roof's shot, then you know that you can either price your home according to what the roof needs are. You replace the roof, or you say, we know about it, we're not going to do anything related to it, and it is what it is.
Right.
You take all that negotiation power out of a buyer's hand, and you also give yourself some freedom in the choices in who you choose to make repairs. Maybe you have the qualities and the qualifications to make repairs yourself, but when you do it in a buyer's transaction, the buyer is going to say, I want a qualified licensed contractor to do this repair, and that may pull yourself out of that equation. So you have a lot of options from that pre-listing side that you don't have when you're getting that information being brought by a buyer.
Good information here.
Yeah.
So
That's interesting.
just something to think about. And
That's why I'm glad to be here and part of the team, Jeff.
Yeah. Very cool. What is there a currently, like if someone were to call you right after this interview, we're going to give your phone number out in a minute. So if someone calls you right away, is it a long wait time, or you say within a couple days or so maybe?
Well, because my office is staffed like it is, I have 3 full-time home inspectors that work for me, and then myself, and we have a nice office team as well. Typically, we can get something in within 24 to 48 hours.
Oh, wow.
And that's booked, scheduled, done, in your hand. And we can do that because we have the staff to do it.
Very cool.
We're very busy, but we have the people and manpower to make things happen. We are unique in that the report is printed right as they leave, and they're able to have that without a whole lot of wait. We, of course, email everything as well, but
Sure.
You physically will have a copy of the report when you leave.
Very cool. Well, then, Scotty, we're about to wrap it up, so let's get some contact information out there. Brendan, we'll start with you. If someone is looking for a home inspection, either to start the process or has found a home and now they're looking for an inspector, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, one of the easiest ways is just a quick Google search. Our website is the Marchant Team at pillartopost.com or marchantteam.pillartopost.com, or give us a call. Our phone number is 360-753-5025.
All right, I'll put the link there as well. Scotty, what about you?
Yeah, give me a call at 253-405-2936. And, of course, you can probably Google me as well.
Yeah, for sure.
That sounded weird, didn't it?
Well,
But web search, yeah.
We'll
But
cut
that's
that
a
out
lot of stuff
in
on the internet.
post-production. Yeah, for sure. We'll get you out there, Scotty.
And then
Mills.
again, if you want to get a hold of me, I can get a hold of Brendan. He's in my phone too.
Okay.
That's what we do as agents. It's
Okay.
team alliances are so critical in this business. So I'm glad to have him out here.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Scotty, it's always good talking with you.
Okay.
Brendan, it was
Good.
nice meeting you.
Yeah, likewise.
You guys have a good day.
All right.
Will.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks.